There's one thing I'm going to ask you during this tutorial is to not look at my toes. Well, I come from a very competitive background in terms of sport when I was a child. I did 10 years of professional cycling, and I know what that means, what it means to have toes that are not very functional, and this is due to the shoes that we usually wear when doing sports like that. Very tight shoes, which means that the feet will be like this. So if you want to compensate for that, then there is a few exercises you can do just so you can actually mobilize your toes a little bit more, and over time bring them to this instead of this. Yeah, or at least have the ability of doing that, even though my feet are always usually prone to just go to the shape that they were made for. So there's an exercise you can do, and which is of grab a hip band, rubber band. You can also do this with your underwear. Put it inside, you put your toes inside of the band, and then what you can do is, you can do it from a sitting position, you don't need to sit on the floor, and then try to separate your feet until to the point that you feel like your toes are being pulled inward by the resistance band. When you do this, it's better if you keep the other toes on the floor and let the band stretch your toes inward or outward actually, and focus really on relaxing your big toes. If you feel like this is challenging, there is one thing you can do to stabilize your feet so you won't have to worry about keeping them. You can place your blocks, a pair of yoga blocks, in between your toes. The only thing that you have to change is the shape of the band. Number one, number two, and that's it. When you get to this, place one of the blocks more toward your toes, and then the other block in between your heels, so that your feet won't have a chance to slide inward. And then place your other toes toward on the floor, and then keep relaxing your big ones. This can be quite intense, okay? And if you don't want to do this during the day, what you can do is leave one of those bands near your toilet, and when you go for number two, you can just do this and wait. If you want to mobilize your toes a little bit more, again, place the other toes on the ground and then start to add a little bit of extension. My toes are stiff, but they're strong. And then relax. Extension. And relax. Again, remember, if you find this too challenging, you can do this just keeping the band as it is, and place 2 blocks inside of your feet, so it becomes a little bit less intense. And again, toes on the floor, lift your big ones and then relax them. Lift and relax, lift and relax, and so on. Well, I hope you enjoyed my ugly feet, and I will see you next time.